Hi, this is Victor Perez. Let me introduce you to the second part of the art and science of green screen keying. In the second part, I'm going to take it more personal. So what I'm going to show you basically is the way I work when I'm pulling a key working in the industry. And it's all based on my experience. It doesn't mean that it's the only way of doing things, but I can certify that this way works. So basically what we are going to explore in here is going to be the practical side of pulling a key. I would recommend that you take the first part of the course before you start this second part, because I'm going to assume you already know how to use the nodes. Okay? So we are going to explore 4 different areas. The first one is going to be based on spill and color, where we are going to understand the difference between a suppression and a multiplication of a channel for a certain range of the spectrum. So we are going to understand the process of restoring the luminance to an image that has been dispelled. All of that is going to be based on the process of the RGB, but we are going to understand also the process of pulling an alpha using several keyers, how to create a procedural holdout and garbage, and also not only using alpha for pulling information. We are going to use what is called a non-alpha advanced keyer. And for that, I understand a high frequency pass, for instance, an additive keyer. I'm going to show you a technique I developed a few years ago that I call the V-keyer, and it's going to be the spill technique that is going to restore so much information from the background that actually you can use it as a keyer. Another thing that we are going to study is post-processing of mattes. I'm going to show you the mattes behind the matrix for the medium filter, so you understand when to use that to help, for instance, getting grain. Other parts that are not going to be directly related to the green screen extraction, but I consider really important, is going to be the qualities of light. So I'm going to give you a few fundamentals of the physics of light, so you understand how to recover, for instance, motion blur, and when you need to recover more or less based on the qualities of light of your background. So we are going to analyze the process of extraction based on the background, because we cannot just extract an image without being applied to a background. Everything is important. So we are going to understand motion blur, and we are going to understand other qualities of lights that are going to modify the aspect of or edges, especially soft edges, and other techniques like recovering hair or getting effects like bloom and glare to develop your own technique and your own way of doing things. More advanced techniques are going to be based on catching reflections and also how to emulate diffuse light or frosty surfaces, or to generate other qualities of lights based on nodes that you usually don't use in your day-to-day life of compositing. This course is very special to me, as it's the first time I'm sharing my own experience in terms of tricks and ways of doing a green screen. Mainly, what I want is you to develop your own knowledge to integrate the green screen technique in your very best compositing.